Bottle pop, truth drop, welcome to the show. Champagne secrets, let your power grow. Every video, spark, ignite your inner light. Raise a glass to the future, shining bright. Empowerment is the code we decode. Unravel mysteries, life's own secret load. Step by step, tap in, find your flow. With champagne secrets, you're gonna glow.
Unlock the strength within you, watch it bloom. Life's a canvas, painted every room. Through ups and downs, cheers to what's next. Champagne secrets, life's complex. To the show, champagne secrets, let your power grow. Every video, spark, ignite your inner light. Raise a glass to the future, shining bright. Empowerment is the code we decode. Unravel mysteries, life's own secret load. Step by step, tap in, find your flow. With champagne secrets, you're gonna glow. Unlock the strength within you, watch it bloom. Life's a canvas, painted every room. Through ups and downs, cheers to what's next. Champagne secrets, life's complex.
2nd and let's talk. Yo, DJ, roll that beautiful champagne footage.
Confidants, what is your profession? See my nothing but soldiers and empowerment over here.
Pop that cork, let it rain, living lavish, no restraint.
Can I be yelling out gang gang? Do you gang bang? I be outside with my gang gang. Chunk your gang signs if you gang bang. I be outside with my gang. Can I be yelling out gang gang? Do you gang bang? I be outside with my gang gang. Chunk your gang signs if you gang bang. I be outside with my gang. Can I be yelling out gang gang? Do you gang bang? I be outside with my gang gang. Chunk your gang signs if you gang.
Hey. I said, hey.
Hey.
No, I was just kind of taking that.
Man, you gay, bro.
Told you. Hey.
Yeah.
No, I was just kind of taking that. It's gonna be too funny.
The girl,
Yeah, so
his folks' girlfriend ordered from the place.
yeah, well,
Hey.
Say waitress.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
I was just
What
kind
did
of
she order?
tell Nike to be quiet. I was just kind of taking that.
Okay.
hey, you took gay ass home, man.
What you mean?
What you doing?
No, I was just kind of taking that.
What you be doing, though?
What you mean? What I be doing?
You ain't hit your parlay.
Nah, I ain't hit no parlay, man. I'm just kind of telling you good night, man. I love you, man. Good night.
I love you too. All right, my boy.
Good night.
All right, bro.
What you mean? You can't say it back?
Man, good night, man. What's up, my brother?
What's up, my dog? What you got going on?
Man, coolin'. About to catch a flight in the morning back to the crib. What you got going?
Shit, man. I'm just kind of taking a night.
Your gay ass.
Yeah, if you like me, then keep that same energy. Yeah, if you don't, then keep that same energy.
Champagne gang, FizzFam, Confidants, and visitors to the Champagne City. Welcome in. Come on in for a quick little sip, savor, and spill. If this is your first time here, hi, I'm the Empress, and you are joining me for grown discussions and bubbly banter. Baby, over here we get classy with a twist, huh? A little clink with chaos with a side of charm. So if you're ready to sip, savor, and spill, grab your favorite glass of bubbly. Say hi to a few people in the chat, because we family over here. Kick your feet up in one of those chase lounges and let's get ready to get into the show. Maybe drop some champagne glasses in the chat to let me know you can hear me okay. And you can also hear the music just fine. Because we getting ready to get into this. Because y'all listen, I'm sick. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired of these celebrities trying to play on our intelligence. You gotta have like a special level of disturbed to do some of the stuff that these celebrities do and think it's okay. Like, when did we get to, and the sad part is a lot of them profess God. Like, what? Not my Lord. There's no way you can profess God and turn around and do some of the dumb stuff that they do. There's no way. Because wouldn't God tell you that this is a bad idea? You know, something called discernment. Wouldn't something kick in your spirit to let you know maybe this isn't something we should be doing? Not in 2025. We should have grown to a level of maturity where we're not behaving like this in 2025. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Tamar has come out with a video. We're going to get into it. Funky has come out with a response. I'm sick of it. I'm tired. These celebrities, all of them need to go sit down. I'm at the point, really, I don't want to support none of them. I almost don't want to. Well, I can't say not another movie, because some of them, maybe we should stick with Tubi movies. You know, people who are up and coming. But these celebrities that's been out and around for a while, especially the ones that kind of came out post-pandemic, you know, that's really when they blew up. Yeah, I'm sick of all of them because they missing some screws, some nails, some pieces. Clearly, they have to be, because what the hell? What is really going on? But we're going to get into it. Before we get into it, I want us to take a look at something, because this video kind of resurfaced of Tamar having a conversation with Toni Braxton on the telephone. And while she's on the telephone with her sister, she's talking about she getting ready to do some Bible study. So we going to check this out, because y'all need to see this.
I'll call you back. I'm about to have Bible study.
Why?
Because I'm saved. And I read the word. Because it's important to know the word. How else we gonna battle all these demons and witchcraft? How else you gonna do it?
There are other books.
Girl, get off of my phone, girlfriend. Get off of my phone. I'll call you back.
I mean, that book was written by racist white
Girl, goodbye, girl. I'll call you in an hour. Y'all, let me get on the mama. She be on the shame room and kill me.
So now help me understand this real quick. Because see, this is why I keep saying y'all got to stop following everything that you hear. You got to learn how to be leaders instead of followers. You know, you got to learn how to be the ones that are the trailblazers, even if it means you got to be a renegade. And a renegade is just somebody who doesn't go with the status quo. No, I'm not willing to be a follower. I'm not willing to say yes just because everybody else is saying yes. I'm not willing to go dive off the deep end into shark-infested waters just because my friends told me to. We saw how that ended up. But see, y'all follow so many of these celebrities because they jump up and say, oh, I want to give an honor to God, you know, because I wouldn't be here without God. But then later down the line, see, we used to be told something. If you give a ninja enough rope, they'll hang themselves. You ain't got to do it for them. Here's the problem. All you got to do is let people live long enough. Let them talk long enough and they'll tell you what they really think. Majority of the times, most people know, especially these celebrities, they know they can get you hook, line, and sinker. All they got to do is throw out religion or God, and they got you. I believe in God. I follow God. Look at Krishan. She do it all the time. Throw out the Bible, do a little Bible study. She don't even know what the words mean. But because she's talking to a group of people who don't know what the words mean, they just following what she say, hook, line, and sinker. Krishan could convince a group of people to drink the Kool-Aid. She could. See, this is how cults start. Cults start because people follow stuff unapologetically and without asking questions. You just follow it because everybody else is following it. Isn't that the same thing that happened with Jim Jones? Same thing. Y'all turn these celebrities into y'all little gods, into y'all mini gods. And y'all follow everything that they say because they say, oh, I'm getting ready to pray. I'm getting ready to read the Bible. For what? Are you going to apply it to your life? Are you? Because see, the Bible isn't something that you can just read and take parts of it when you want it to fit with your life. You either believe all of it or you believe none of it at all. You can't take part of it. If you in fact believe that the Bible is the word of God, God's very words on paper, then how do you choose which part of God's words you choose to accept? Because there's no way in heaven, hell, beneath, or beyond that God, the one she said she was getting ready to go do Bible study, if she really had a relationship, there's no way that relationship wouldn't have told her this wasn't a bad idea. No way at all. Y'all gonna stop playing with God. Y'all really are. Otherwise, y'all are headed for a Tower of Babel moment. Everything finna come crumbling down. Some of y'all not gonna be satisfied until y'all crawling around on all fours like the oxen for 7 years. Ain't that what happened to King Nebuchadnezzar when he tried to play with God? But no. All they gotta do is, I love the Lord. I'm saved. Are you? From what? Clearly not yourself. Clearly. Tamar has lost all respect for me. And we're going to get into why. That's why I keep telling y'all better watch y'all friends and who y'all associate with. Because some of y'all probably got some Tamars in y'all camp. So Tamar comes out with this video on today. And apparently it's some quote-unquote doctor coming out to explain what happened to Tamar. Allegedly. Y'all, check this out.
Sharing her near-death experience.
You know, I just had to speak about what I was going through.
Hi, my name is Dr. Amira Ogunleya, and I am a cosmetic dentist out of Miami, Florida. I was recently contacted by Tamar Braxton's team, who reported a very traumatic injury. She woke up in a pool full of blood and saw many fractured teeth on her floor. She flew to me
Now explain to me something. Riddle me this. We saw the video. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Cause you ain't just gonna play in our face like that. No, you're not. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. Oh, did she pull it down? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let me share this. Y'all gotta see this. Yeah, if this ain't y'all sign to stop idly following these doggone celebrities, oh, check this out. Y'all see Tamar right here, right? Mouth open, singing, no bruising around the mouth. No bruising around the nose, unless she's trying to insinuate that this video where she's saying announcement coming soon happened before the accident and it was already pre-recorded. How? Explain to me how. Are you up in just a few days? Your doctor had to be a miracle worker. Like literally, that doctor needs to be a billionaire. Clearly, if you can get somebody's mouth together from a horrid accident in a matter of a few days, that means molding, that means crafting, that means sealing, potential. Y'all saw the clip we just saw, potential sewing together and reconstruction of the gums if those are in fact her teeth. But you know, these celebrities want to keep playing in our face like 2 plus 2 right here is equaling 4 instead of 10. The fact that you able to jump around and dance around and all of this and move around perfectly fine with a perfectly full set of teeth in your mouth, perfectly white. There seems to be no injury to your mouth at all. Because how could you even open your mouth? I sing a little bit, dibble and dabble. I've also had a wisdom tooth pulled, baby, and I couldn't open my mouth for nothing. Not only could I not open my mouth, I couldn't open my mouth wide enough to eat. I had to eat applesauce and oatmeal, malto meal. See, y'all don't remember nothing about that. Grits, eggs, soft stuff, because I could not open my mouth. So how are you doing a full wide O on a song after just having reconstructive mouth surgery? But let's get back to this video. Hold on. Where is it at?
Within 24 hours. Upon evaluation, I confirmed that she did in fact have several fractured teeth. She even had an avulsed tooth.
Do y'all see them gums right there? First of all, you're not going to convince me these were Tammy's teeth. Stop playing with us. You cannot convince me that this was Tamar's mouth. First of all, that tooth right there don't even look like a veneer at all. So you telling me a whole tooth was snatched out of your mouth to the point the gums were shredded, and you was just went to the doctor, and now you have reconstruction done because they did such an amazing. Y'all, please. I'm sick of it. I'm done with. I'm done. Done. Because you got to be a different kind of delusional. Different kind. You can't watch no form of investigation discovery. Not at all. You can't, because you didn't even practice a lie. You didn't even sit down and sculpt a lie. You didn't craft a lie. Matter of fact, you didn't even try to lie. at all, at all, that you wanted to put a promo style video out with a doctor coming out saying, a dentist coming out saying this was your mouth and they repaired your mouth and had you up and running in just a few days, had your nose perfectly healed in just a few days, no bruising. Most people that I see with rhinoplasty, they have black eyes, any kind of nose surgery, from fractures, there's swelling, there's shifting of the nose. Sometimes there's bulging of the nose. So let's just say, for sake of argument, you had a nose bulge. You trying to tell me they removed the bulge and healed the skin in less than 3 days? Baby, this witchcraft. That's witchcraft. Maybe that's what's going on here. And maybe that's what makes this video make sense even more. Because why would you even allude to it? Let me start it over.
Okay, I gotta call you back. I'm about to have Bible study.
Why?
Cause I'm saved. And I read the word. Because it's important to know the word. How else we gonna battle all these demons and witchcraft? How else you gonna do it?
What witchcraft? Why would you automatically reach for witchcraft? Most people that talk about praying and seeking God is to battle demons. Yeah, that's one of them, because you know they roam the world and they do attack. Try to. But we covered and protected. Yes, we are. Most people talk about, you know, praying about their health, you know, financial security, to break generational curses, to break the chains of poverty and all of these things. You automatically go to witchcraft. People don't quote witchcraft unless they've been dealing with witches. Make it make sense, Tamar. It's got to be something you were playing with that would convince you that any of this was a smart idea. You and anyone else connected to it. To try to fool the public into being so concerned about you, allegedly, over injuries that could have potentially cost you your life. To find out you was just playing. Please. Please.
Was a tooth that's come completely out of the socket. She also appeared to have a fractured septum. We were able to perform immediate oral surgery on her, and we were able to stabilize her for now as she continues to heal. However, she will require several appointments to get her fully to her original smile. We also recommended that Tamar immediately see a medical doctor to evaluate, which appeared to be the deviated septum, broken septum. And upon their evaluation, they determined that she did in fact have a fractured nose. As far as the cause, the medical team ruled out seizure, ruled out stroke, and the only thing left that it could possibly be is somnambulism, which is sleepwalking. Oftentimes in cases of...
So explain to me, y'all. Now, I need y'all to put on y'all investigation discovery hats yet again. We gonna have to put them on. So let's say from being drunk because she went out and partied, began to sleepwalk and failed. So no explanation as to how the injuries happened. None of that. Just it wasn't a stroke. It had to be sleepwalking. Are y'all cool? Yeah, I'm so overwhelmed and underwhelmed at the same time. I am flibustered. I am. I'm flabbergasted. I'm insulted. I don't even know if there are words to describe what I feel because she trying to play on our intelligence like this. I don't even know what to feel about this foolishness. So you trying to tell me that she just got up out the bed, sleepwalking, and what? Walked into the door. She walked into the cabinet. Is that what it was? Is this the new version of she walked into the cabinet? Or she just walked into his fist? She just walked into the punch. Is this the new version of that? Is this what we saying? Or did she trip and fall and hit her mouth on the table because she got a marble table or a glass table or, a table with a hard edge? But it didn't knock out all your front teeth. It only knocked out 4. Matter of fact, it cracked 3 and pulled 1 completely out the roof just by falling. Dentist, is this what you trying to convince the people? This is what, and I'm sorry, in the middle of falling, so she had to have, y'all, I'm trying to play the devil's advocate here. So she had to have a hard ceramic, y'all know, one of them really pretty contemporary looking ceramic vases with a plant on it, but it's square and it's got the real rigid, sharp edges. See, before she hit the table, she had to hit that with her nose first. And then she hit the table. Then she hit the floor. And that's why she was found in a pool of blood. That's gotta be it. Because according to the MD on the screen, that's been professionally videoed and had clips and stuff edited together with, professional lighting and, professional filters over it. So it looks absolutely professional. And, it was put together in just a few days, allegedly, according to them, after they've done her surgery. They took the time to do a professional video shoot to explain what was done to her mouth. After Funky been drugged through the mud since this thing happening, you ain't said nothing. After Funky came back out and said his piece and you didn't say nothing except I love Funky. Now all of a sudden we have a professional video of an alleged doctor. Now here's my problem, because generally when doctors come out to talk to you about something, even Dr. Heavenly does it, they'll have on their doctor's coat, had a name on it or something. You don't have nothing that lets us know you are who you say you are. That's why I keep telling y'all, Hollyweird is a stage. If y'all have ever watched my Hollyweird Untold series, at the end of it, it says Hollyweird is a stage where everyone wears a mask. Believe nothing. It's all a lie. It's all made up. It's all fake. Do you know why? Because they don't know how to turn it off and turn it on. Everything with them is lights, cameras, camera action. It's looking for the next viral moment. It's looking for the next viral clip. And because majority of them can be bought, they don't care if they have to sell their soul or teeth to do it. They don't care if they have to lose a little blood if it make me some coins. I don't understand how anybody can blindly and religiously follow any of them when 98.9% of them is playing in your face. And expecting you to just drink it up. serving you vinegar and calling it wine. Y'all, let's continue with this though. Let's hear the rest of the test lie.
Sleepwalking, the person has no memory or recollection of what they've done. They're able to walk, they're able to move, they can even injure themselves, and then they do not remember the next day. That appears to be
injure. Key word, MD, with the brown shirt on, and you ain't even in front of a medical facility. You in front of some glass doors. This could be a hotel entrance for all we know. You ain't quantified who you are at all. You said they could suffer injuries. Tamar did not suffer simple injuries. Tamar allegedly, according to her, suffered injuries that could have cost her life. Those are not just basic injuries. And I still want you to explain to me how an individual can sustain the kind of injuries that Tamar sustained from simply sleepwalking. What did she walk? I know what. I know, y'all. So all through this, I'm going to be throwing out stuff to try to figure it out, right? She was sleepwalking, and in her sleepwalking, she was remembering that everybody is doing the Nicki Minaj thing. I keep telling y'all that's sticking in my head. So she had to get up on her island and attempt to do the thing, but she still had on her heels. So she had to slip off and land face first. Because that's the only way this can make sense to me while sleepwalking. Wow. Let's continue.
Be our best guess right now as we're still trying to figure out how something like this occurred. And although Tamar's situation is rare, this is a great learning opportunity that if this ever does happen to you, if you find yourself in a situation with an evulse tooth, you should pick up your tooth by the crown.
So explain to me why she's talking about one tooth, but show us a mouthful of several missing teeth. Y'all, I'm so irritated to the point where I'm almost speechless. If y'all don't start checking the people that y'all hang around, because just as much as I say all this stuff is fake and Hollywood ain't real, and all these new age post-pandemic, no, we gonna call them pandemic celebrities. All of these pandemic celebrities that blew up because people didn't have nothing to do but sit in the house and pay attention to what was going on with the celebrities on social media because they couldn't get outside and co-mingle and cohabitate. So somehow everybody got in this cycle, stuck, worried about what the celebrities are doing. And so celebrities start doing more and more stuff to keep the people's attention because they know the people are fickle. And 1 minute you could be the best thing, and in the next 2.2 seconds, something else comes out that's popping and the people's attention is switched from you because the people literally have ADHD. And they can't focus and stay attentive to one thing for too long. It's got to be, oh, let me get to the next one. Oh, that was good. Oh, who else got some? Oh, that was good. Oh, my goodness. Did y'all just see this? Because the crowd is interested in the foolishness. So the more the crowd wants the foolishness, the more the foolish do foolish things. Because you can't convince me this is not foolish. Ignorant, foolish. And to have somebody come out to profess to be an MD, somebody who went to school and studied to take care of the mouth, and you would attempt to come out and have us befuddled You would try to come out and play in our face for real, conveniently, professionally done video. Right after the internet has jumped all over this story, jumping on Tamar's side from the beginning. Majority of them jumping down Funky throat, calling him all out his name, all this extra stuff. Now all of a sudden you come back out with a doctor to quote unquote plead your case. Baby, you would have done better trying to raise Johnny Cochran from the dead. You would have had a better opportunity with him coming out with OJ glove and telling us if it don't fit, you must acquit. Then you had to get us to believe this woman that popped up out of nowhere to say they took care of your mouth. But didn't Funky say that you called him for Dr. Heavenly's number? And I heard the street said Dr. Heavenly is your friend. So you didn't trust your friend in your mouth? Why? Why? Because until I see a picture come out of Tamar Braxton herself with her mouth open and her teeth missing, cracked, twisted, bent, folded in her mouth like some chewed chiclets, I don't believe none of it. I don't believe none of it. And this is sick. This is a different level of sick. Different level. But let's let her finish.
Not the root. Touching the tooth by the root could harm a lot of the vitality of it. You want to try to rinse it with milk or saline. And if you can, you want to insert it directly back into the socket if possible. If you're unable to do that, you can store it in milk or inside the cheek of your mouth. The idea is to keep it moist and see your dentist immediately. And we might have a chance to re-implant it and eventually the bone will integrate with it once again. Now, we are working extremely hard for Tamar, and we are confident that we're going to restore her smile back to its original beautiful state. It is imperative. People's smiles are so much bigger than just the aesthetic. You know, this is the way we communicate. And for her, this is her gift to all of us, her beautiful voice. So we will update you soon with a beautiful new Tamar.
Who Let me see. Did she say who she was, y'all? Hold on.
Braxton sharing her near-death experience.
You know, I just had to speak about what I was going through.
Hi, my name is Dr. Amira Ogunleya, and I am a cosmetic.
I'm going to have to look her up. However, no matter what she's saying, I'm still not believing it until I see a picture of Tamar with her mouth open, showing her injuries. Show your injuries the same way the internet forced James to show his when Krishan punched him in the mouth and his mouth was messed up. He had to come online and show his injuries. Show yours, Tamar. You brought it to the internet so that you could get sympathy. So see it through, my girl. See it through. Show everything. Show what happened to you. You wanted the attention. Show everything so you can get it. This what you want? This what you want? Show it all then. So you can get all the attention. So all the people who celebrate you and blindly follow you, that you are leading astray, but in the name of God, talking about you Bible studying, you pray because you're saved. Show everybody. Otherwise, this is a bunch of male bovine feces. And for those who don't know what that means, it's bullshit. But Funky has came out in a response to everything that's going on, and we getting ready to check out what Funky had to say regarding this situation. This is sad. I have like more and more When I watched the whole Nickelodeon TV show and start seeing all the TV shows coming out of the young people talking about when they were in the abuse, ruined my childhood because when we were younger, a lot of us watched those shows like, you know what? Oh, I want to be on Nickelodeon. I would love to be on the TV show. Whole time them kids should have been blinking twice for help. Then you get older, some of your favorite musicians, they coming out as either gay, they coming out as narcissistic abusers, they coming out as have done some of the most heinous stuff. So there goes the music stuff. Then here comes your movie stars being Bill Cosby and all these people for assault. And you like, bro, what? Just when you think celebrities couldn't stoop any lower, presenting her. But y'all, let's check out what Funky has to say about this.
I told you yesterday you was gonna pay me for my pain. I told you yesterday you was gonna pay me for my pain. See, you the type of person, you ain't used to having nobody around you to meet you where you at. All right? I'm equally as crazy. I'm equally mentally and emotionally.
Welcome in, Isis, my love. Thank you for joining us in the Champagne City. Kick your feet up and enjoy yourself.
Unstable as you are. All of this was supposed to be put to bed yesterday. When I woke up yesterday, first person I got a call from, Tamar's publicist. Second person I got a call from, 2 other people in her camp that's in her business. Everybody wanting to know, what can we do to put this to bed? What can we do? Q, don't do it. Q, be the bigger person. Q, what we got to do? You know how Tamar is. Y'all know how she, Q, please don't. Q, what we got to do? Q, we been talking to her. Q, we try. My words to everybody was, why are y'all talking to me? Why aren't y'all talking to her? It would take 2 seconds to put all this to bed. The only thing I was looking for was some level of acknowledgement from her that I had did nothing to her and that I had no parts of what she had going on. All right? Now, I ain't no damn fool. We had to twist, move, bend her arm and get an act of Congress for her to post a little post. And the post read something to the effect of, no matter what he says, I love Funky Dineva. And if I would have known what was going on while I was recovering, I would have said something. That was enough for me.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. If you would have known, because at the end of the day, even if you didn't know, when you did know, you still could have posted something and cleared it up. Never once, and we discussed it yesterday, never once in what she said and what she posted did she ever clear up or come out and say, y'all, listen, back up off Funky. He ain't have nothing to do with this. I'm not saying Funky is innocent. No, not by a long shot. Because still, the way he responded to the whole situation, and now I'm feeling like he responded the way he responded because he knew all of this was some male bovine feces. Bullsh, to be exact. The whole thing is trifling. The way you got people being injured, the way you got people being hurt, the way you got all of these stories. Hell, I cover a lot of them with these young ladies leaving with their friends and not coming back home, ending up injured. The way you have these young girls leaving out, going on trips, and half of the friends return back home, but one don't. Every time you turn around, you seeing stories like this. So people are sensitive to topics like this. And y'all get on the enter of the damn net. and decide to play in people's face like this is a joke, like assault is a joke, when it's probably a woman right now fighting for her damn life, going through this very thing, and y'all playing with it. Y'all better be leery of people that y'all have in y'all life that think everything is funny, that think the misfortunes of others is funny, that thinks everything is a joke, because they will hang you out to dry if it means they can come up. They will drown you if it means they can float. They will sell you out if it makes their pocket fat.
That was enough. I just needed something to put the internet to rest about everybody with all these think pieces that they did, that I did something to you. The whole while you were fully aware that it was going on. The whole while you're recovering, you are on the internet posting, you're texting me back and forth and texting everybody else. You see this stuff. And
let me show you why he's not lying. Hold on one second. Pull this down. Hold on one moment. Let me show you why he's not lying. This post right here was made 2 days ago. 2 days ago was Tuesday. This post right here was made 2 days ago. This post right here that we show, remember, this is the promo video that came out. You know why she should be focused on healing. She's posting promo videos for a tired ass movie that she coming out with Mendices. Who want to see her with Mendices as a love interest? Hell, ain't Mendices already enough love interest? We can see this story play out on Love and Hip Hop. Didn't we just see Yandy all online? And I haven't watched Love and Hip Hop in so long, it don't even make no sense. I think the last time I watched Love and Hip Hop, Yandy and Mendice's mama and baby mama got into it. And the mom and the baby mama's mama, the stud, ain't that the baby mama? Got into it on the show. That was my last time. We can see this storyline. Y'all don't know how to come out with nothing original. Y'all listen. See, wait till the Champagne City start making some money, because I really want to do. Y'all know I'm a producer. I love to produce. I really want to start doing some movies. I want to do some horror movies. I want to do some action, all kind of stuff, drama. Because see, majority of the storylines been done before. Everybody got to come out with a movie with somebody cheating. Everybody. Everybody got to redo Single White Female. Everybody. Everybody got to redo Basic Instinct. Everybody. The story's been done. Why would we want to see Tamar Braxton laid up with Mendices when all we got to do is watch Love and Hip Hop and see all the women come out talking about they've been laid up with Mendices? You done better getting the Idris Elba. But all of this was done 2 days ago. So there's no way on earth you did not see this going on online. You just cared not to say anything because it was all a play. All of it. How dumb do you think the people are? That's the question. These celebrities think y'all are so damn gullible. All of us. That we just gonna drink the Kool-Aid without asking what's in it. But let's let Funky continue.
Grace. I said, okay, something happened to the girl. She's not doing well. I can weather this storm. I've weathered other storms. And at the very end of the day, to be honest with you, I was down in Miami having a good time. It really was not bothering me to that magnitude.
Absolutely, Isis. She left him just like they supposed to have left her. She did the same thing. But this is her MO. We said it yesterday. She did the same thing to James when it happened with Krishan. She didn't come out and clear up that boy name. The whole internet, excuse me, whole internet dragging James, talking about post the pictures. We don't believe it's true. We believe it's a lie. Somebody already came out and said it was a lie. Mind you, it was somebody from her camp. The manager who allegedly put the whole thing together came out to tell the whole world that Krishan was a monster who needed to be stopped because she hit this man in his teeth, in his mouth a few times with rings on and had his mouth bleeding and messed up his mouth. Tamar wouldn't even come out and clear that up at all. He gets fired. She mad at him for saying something. So you allegedly purposely creating these situations to create chaos and havoc. Aren't you too old for that? I cannot be attached to people who like toxicity. I can't. There's one thing to like reality TV. There's another thing to be toxic in real life. Like you want to live out what's going on TV. You don't know how to tell the difference between reality TV and real life. So you want to make it real. That's one of the reasons why. Hold on, y'all. Let me get some water. That's one of the reasons why I said I stopped listening to a lot of music. Because, see, back in the day, music used to be like Calgon, baby. It used to take you away. You could listen to some music and it would take you away from your troubles, from your drama, from everything you had going on, and it would make you dream and wish you was right where that music was talking about. Music made you want to feel like you was in love, even if you had never experienced it before. Somehow the music shifted and the music became too real. It was no longer about shifting you away. It was no different than what you were going through in everyday life. So it took the fantasy out of it, the dream, the drifting away from it, because it no longer took you away from where you are. These celebrities, they don't know how to separate real life from the fantasy. TV is supposed to be the fantasy world. You are supposed to operate and function in real life. But they don't know how to separate the two, so they keep the two mixed. So you a hoe on TV and in real life. So you trifling on TV and in real life. You a home wrecker on TV and in real life. You a drama queen on TV and real life. But do you know what happened is because a lot of the so-called celebrities, a lot of the so-called celebrities start following the reality stars. They start following the baddies. And then now that's TV. Because see, you with shows like Baddies, not only do those girls fight on those shows, but when they get back home, they still behave in those trifling manners. because it's all one and the same. But because it gets them views, the celebrities realized, oh, I can do it too. Not only can I do it, I can do it better because I got money. I can take it further than what they've taken it because I got protection. They don't know the difference. That's the crazy part to me.
Humans have the attention span of a gnat. It was going to eventually blow over. All right. Here is where things have gotten sticky for me in this moment. I ain't some old easily pacified ass bitch. So you posted in your stories last 24 hours. Somewhere along the way, the devil done got on your damn shoulder. You went back and deleted it, unfollowed me, blocked me, which I'm fine with all of that. But the thing is, these are all things that are easily traceable by the internet. These are all things that signal the soft apology or soft explanation was hollow.
This is what I don't understand about a block. Why would you block him if you didn't do anything wrong? Why? I'm the type of person, I don't never block people. Even on my social media, when I would verbally get into it with somebody, I'm not going to block you. Because in order to see what I'm posting, you got to come to my page. So what am I blocking you for? If you got a problem with me, block me because I don't come to you. You come to me. I say the same thing about people who get disrespectful in the comments. Why are you being disrespectful on my page? This is my space. I didn't come to you. You come to me. So the other day, Tamar just posted, I love Funky. At the end of the day, I love him. That's what love look like. You love him enough to block him? I keep telling y'all, with friends like these, who needs enemies at all? At all. This is how you treat your friend? Your friend. The one you ought to be able to tell everything to, your friend. The one who should be able to feel when something is wrong with you, your friend. Do you notice that there were several times I would have a friend, I would wake up. So I have a very strong spirit of discerning spirit. So I would wake up and I would just be like so down. And it wasn't because of me, because I'm looking around like, why am I feeling this? Why is this so heavy? And I would end up calling one of my friends to check on them just out the blue. And they would be like, oh, I'm just going through this and I'm dealing with this and I'm feeling this and I'm da da. And I'm like, that's you I was feeling today. I knew it was somebody because I knew that feeling didn't belong to me. That's a friend. What do you mean your friends treat you like this and you keep them around? In the discussion, what we still discussing? Oh, you blocked me? Okay. Keep that same energy. Y'all see, that's why I got that. Hold on, let me get the song back up in our background. Keep that same energy. Keep the same energy, because what do you mean? Today you block me and tomorrow you gonna unblock me. Today you like me and tomorrow you don't like me. See, I can't deal with people fickle like that. I can't deal with people that move funny like that. Oh, no. Oh, no. You got to be consistent with me. If you don't like me today, that's fine. I can respect you not liking me, but don't like me tomorrow. Don't like me the day after that. Don't like me the day after that. Progressive. Exactly what you said, baby, because I don't need nobody back. I don't. If you couldn't be with me right now, I am in a place where I just lost everything not too long ago. House, car, walked away from 90% of my stuff, had to physically start over. Am still in a place of starting over. But when I was on top and I had money and I was taking care of everybody and everybody was up under me, baby, when I started losing because I spent so much time investing in everybody else, all of a sudden the people that I took care of disappeared and started acting funny. I didn't trip. You know what I said? Keep that same energy. Because I know I'm one of God's chosen. And if I'm in a valley, it's only because God getting ready to take me to the mountaintop. Period. That's on me, baby. For real, for real. So what do you mean? In the discussion, I'm blocked? Okay, keep it that way. Don't come back. We don't have nothing else to talk about because you blocked me. After you told me you loved me, now you block me. Keep that same energy. That's what y'all need to start doing to some of them so-called friends in y'all life, some of them toxic attachments in your life. You need to start looking at them and saying, you know what? Keep that same energy. Turn around and walk away. Don't even look back. Don't look back, because that's what happens to a lot of y'all. Y'all get trapped and y'all start looking back. You look back, and a lot of times when you look back, you go back. You see them puppy dog eyes. You start remembering when. You start thinking about the good times. But baby, the good times didn't outweigh the bad times. The good times didn't outweigh the toxic times. One of the best things that what's that man's name? Bush, ex-President Bush said, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me once, you won't fool me again. Y'all gotta stop playing the fool. Y'all, a lot of times we sit back and act like we only play the fool in relationships. Nah, some of y'all playing the fool in friendships too. Y'all letting some of these friends make a complete damn fool out of y'all. The same way Tamar did Funky. And I don't believe they was really friends. And if they were really friends, baby, I would hate to see what their enemies look like. Yes, Isis, please don't like me. Continue to not like me. Continue. Because I ooze too much positivity for negativity. Too much. Continue to not like me. Keep that energy. Don't bring me something I didn't give you. Because you're going to uncork something that you don't want popped. Y'all better learn how to cut off what's not beneficial to your life. You better learn how.
From the get-go, it was never genuine. You never intended to do it. Your arms had to be twisted in order to do it, and you didn't mean it. Fine. What I'm not understanding is, why then the additional subliminal post? Like, why couldn't you just wake your ass up this morning and eat breakfast with whatever few teeth you had left and be done with it? Ain't no fun with the rabbit got the gun. Bitch, my voice is my PR stunt. All that years of gossiping and hating you did, and it still ain't stopped shit. Now, there's a world out there where people can say, Funky Dineva, but she didn't at you. She could be talking to anybody. Say that shit for y'all, mama. Don't come over here fucking playing with me. In what world are two?
Y'all, this another thing. Now, I didn't see these extra posts from Tamar, probably on Twitter, and I generally don't be on X. So, but I can't stand a subliminal person. I'm the type of person I feel like put a name on it. If you got a problem, why you talking subliminally? If I have an issue with you, number one, I'm not gonna come to the internet about it. I'm gonna call you on the telephone. I Please don't ever send for me on the internet. Don't. Not if you got my number. Not if you know me. Because we finna have a whole issue. It's gonna be some consequences and repercussions. Because why? When you got my number. You love me, but then all of a sudden you want to get on the internet in front of a whole bunch of people, in front of your audience that keep you gassed up. Because a lot of these celebrities, little followers, follow them like minions, and they gonna follow them straight to hell if they not careful. But you want to send a subliminal text, put a name on it. You know who it was meant for. Everybody knows who it's meant for. But why be subliminal? Even in y'all little friend groups, y'all got them people that's constantly sending out subliminal messages, posting stuff subliminally on Facebook and social media. Them ain't your friends. Cut them off. See, I'm trying to give y'all a list of individuals that's potentially connected to you that you need to start snip, snip. Snip, snip. Cut them all the way off and don't look back. I mean, clean off. Throw them away. Because some of your attachments are the reason why it's harder and harder for you to get to the place where you know you should be, you know you could be, but you can't get there because you're dragging all this dead weight behind you. And you're not dragging dead weight behind you because the weight is actually dead. The weight is actually alive, but the weight doesn't want to hold up its own weight. It wants you to support the weight. Y'all got friends like that, quote unquote. Baby, if we gonna talk about it, we gonna talk. Cause everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your partner. Everybody ain't got you, is what I'm trying to tell you. Everybody ain't got you. Everybody ain't gonna have your back. No, they not. Everybody ain't gonna look out for your best interests. They not. No, no. Everybody ain't gonna tell you the words that may hurt you to help you. No, they not. Everybody ain't gonna look you in the face, even if they know that you're gonna get upset with them and tell you that you're headed towards a dead end or you're getting ready to plummet over a cliff. Everybody ain't gonna look at you and tell you that because they rather please you than stir up the purpose in you. And your purpose ain't in that direction. I need you to do an about face because you about to ruin everything with one touch of a button. But no, they don't have those kind of friends. Because majority of y'all don't think a friend is a person who looks you in the face and tells you when you're wrong. No, you think the friend is the one that goes along with everything that you do and say everything that you do is right. Because you're not loyal if you don't tell me that I'm right. If you don't agree with everything that I do. Y'all make that list yet? Did you check it twice? Some of y'all might be new to the Champagne City. I told them yesterday to make a list of all their friends, put on that paper how they all relate to you. A relationship is two people on a ship learning to relate, whether it's a relationship, a friendship, a companionship, a work ship, any kind of an entanglement ship, whatever your ship is. You better put them people on a piece of paper and see how y'all relate. Should y'all be on the same ship? Because if you on a yacht and they on the tugboat, baby, y'all not gonna be able to travel at the same speed. Matter of fact, y'all ain't even gonna be able to go to the same places. If you don't know how the people in your life relate to you, how you gonna be able to pay attention to the signs when they start going left? Do you know the difference between your party friends, your hangout friends, your talk to friends, your ride or die friends? Because all your friends ain't ride or die. Sorry to break it to you. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you. that group that you call your A1s, baby, all of them in that group ain't A1. Pay attention to them and then come back and tell me about it. Pay attention to the way they talk about you. Pay attention to the way they talk to you. Pay attention to the way they talk about other people in the group. Pay attention. Because everybody ain't your friend. Some people just like the benefit that comes with you. You get them in places they can't get into. You get them around crowds they wouldn't normally be able to get around by themselves. Them reasonable attachments in your life. They not in your life for a lifetime. No, they just in your life for a reason. Because you're a benefit to them. You're their lifeline. You keep them from drowning. Because they know every time they jump overboard, you gonna run to their rescue. You make that list yet? Y'all better be grabbing a piece of paper and a pencil. Make sure y'all going in the same direction and you're not unequally yoked. You can't be trying to build a future and you still dealing with somebody that's dabbling in their past. Y'all going in two separate directions. Y'all paths ain't even go intersect mentally or spiritually or intellectually. Because you on two different levels. Y'all better take this moment and start marching so high. You know, we were always taught, one moment, that there's a line on a mountain that snakes can't cross. So as long as you climb the mountain and get past the snake line, you'll be okay as long as you keep moving. But as long as you keep entertaining the snakes, you'll never make it to the place where the snakes no longer matter. Funky still entertaining snakes. Some of y'all are still entertaining snakes. Some of the snakes is in your family. Some of the snakes you call friend. Some of them you call spouse. Because some of y'all married to the enemy. Because you didn't even take the time to assess whether this person deserved to be in your life or not. Or to have access to you. You better start writing.
People in the middle of a disagreement, the other person starts posting stuff that fits the mold of the disagreement, but they're not talking to me. Go play in somebody else's face. She's talking to me and I'm talking right back to her ass. And Tamar, here is what I didn't say over the weekend, what I should have damn said and what I said to your damn people. None of this would have been if you wasn't so thirsty for attention. In what world do people have emergencies at home and they run to the internet and that's their first? Oh my God, guys, I had a medical emergency. I woke up in a pool of blood. Let me go post it to the internet to stir up all this damn frenzy and then leave people with no details. You like this type of shit. You like all this sympathy and speculation and gossip and all of this type of shit. You like this type of shit. I don't. None of this would have been had you just been normal and patched yourself up and went on about your business. You are the only person on the planet something medically happens to them before they even heal. You run into damn Instagram stories to post something. You set all this shit in motion.
But see, here's the thing. Funky can't just put it on her because even though she set it in motion, which is factual, he came out and spoke on it too. I told y'all yesterday, the old people used to have a saying that says, the male bovine feces does not stink until you step in it. Shit don't stink until you step in it, until you tamper with it. Had Funky not said anything, this thing wouldn't have grown the amount of legs that it grew. Because at the end of the day, 2 days later, Tamar was still going to post her video of her promo for this trifling movie. She still was going to post the video of her saying she has an announcement to make. So had he not said anything, she would have been caught up out there on her own. So it just ain't on her. You stirred the pot as well. But no, we always got to prove something. I don't understand when we got to the place where everything needed to be proved. I don't need to prove nothing to you. I don't need to prove to you that I can fight. If I know I can fight, what I need to prove that to you for? Do it make sense when you say it back to yourself? Why do I need to prove to you that I didn't do nothing to you when I know I didn't do nothing to you? Do it make sense when you say it back to yourself? You the one need to prove what happened to you, not me. I was with you at the club. The injury didn't happen at the club. Enough said. Y'all got to get to the place where y'all stop trying to prove everything. They talking about me. I got to prove. You're going to be proven for the rest of your natural born life. If everything somebody say, you feel like you got to prove something. At the end of the day, a person is going to believe what they believe anyway, no matter what you say. So why come out and try to prove anything to people who gonna believe what they gonna believe anyway? If a girl think you want her dude, she gonna think you want her dude, even if you say 50 times, I don't want him. If she done made up in her mind, you want him, what you gonna do? How you gonna prove it to somebody whose mind is already made up? Progressive said, oh, that part, trying to impress people. A, that you don't like. B, don't like you back. C, do you like yourself? And D, is you cool? All four of them in that order, as Mama D would say, in that order. That's the question that we need to be asking. Do you like yourself? You can't. There's no way to love you and come out and do this to you. Because you didn't do this to us. You did this to yourself, Tamar. We ain't heard nothing really good from you since Love and War, and you have a beautiful voice. That's the only Tamar Braxton song I can tell you about. I'm more familiar with Tamar Braxton from the show The Braxtons than I am with her music. But that's the way it's starting to be with a lot of these musicians. You're more familiar with them from their social media than you are with them from their music. Because they realize toxicity sells. I can get paid more off drama online than I can releasing the music, which I said is my craft. So now basically the celebrities are just content creators who have a craft. I know old actors and old musicians who went to like Juilliard and studied music and went to school and studied acting. I know they sitting back cussing now. The ones that's gone on, I know they rolling over in their grave to see what they paved the way for. Do you not realize y'all constantly talking about the ancestors? Do you not realize that we have Josephine Baker. Yeah, throw out some more old actresses out there. We got all these actresses that paved the way through racism and ridicule and all of this so that you can have a face on TV, so that you can have the spotlight like everybody else. And this is what we doing with it. And I hear, well, I'm not a role model. Yes, you are. Anytime you get on the TV, you are modeling a role. The question is, what role are you modeling? Everyone on here is a role model. You're modeling a role, but what role are you modeling? This what you want to be known for? Yes. Please.
Folks come attacking the shit out of me because y'all know fucking ain't on drugs. He must have gave her drugs. He must have did something. The videos are coming and coming and coming and coming. I even send you the screenshot that says, girl, this thing is starting to grow legs. That was your cue to say something. And you were like, what? I didn't say anything. I'm in the hospital. And I'm like, fine, she's in the hospital. Leave it alone. Like, how many days was I supposed to just sit back and let these people eat me alive for doing something nefarious to you, and you were not going to come forth and say nothing? I gave your team so many various outs. She can just write, I love you, Funky Dineva. That would just clear the air. Let people know I didn't do nothing.
Her response was just as trifling as his response was. When he came out and said, well, she did text me and tell me she was missing 4 teeth. Not that she was injured, not that she woke up in a pool of blood, not that she had fell, not that she was bruised, not that she had a fractured nose. According to him, the text he received was, I'm missing 4 teeth. And he responded, so you just woke up with 4 teeth missing? Just cold, bland, no air at all, no warmth, just energy wrong. Now she's responding back. I was in the hospital. No, if you text me and say, friend, you know, we was talking about such and somebody took what I said wrong and it's starting to, my response is, hold on, I'm gonna hit you back. Let me go check this out. If I didn't see it, because I need to clear up what's going on with my friend. Associates treat people better than this. Strangers meet each other on vacation and treat each other better than this. I ain't heard too many stories, and I got to do the research, but I ain't heard too many stories of people going on vacation, hooking up and becoming friendly with strangers on vacation, and something happened to them with the strangers that they became friends with. Could be, but I gotta go check. Majority of the stories is people they know. Because the individuals that have the most power to hurt you aren't strangers. It's people that you know. They tell you 9 times out of 10, if your house is broken into, your house is not broken into by a stranger. Your house is broken into by people that you know. This is why you have to start paying attention to who you know. And not only who you know, who knows you. Because y'all not being hurt by strangers. Majority of y'all don't have fear of rejection from strangers. You don't have anxiety and afraid to make friends from strangers. Your heart wasn't broken from strangers. It was all from people you know. Y'all better be careful of the people you know. And make sure that you know the people that you know. And also make sure the people that you know also know you back. They should know your likes and your dislikes if that's your friend. They should know when they crossing a boundary if that's your friend. They should know what makes you smile if that's your friend. That lady. Exactly, Isis. I don't know what happened to that lady, but that's your friend. Y'all.
To you. Not that I honestly think any reasonable person thought that I did something to you anyway, but still. And then in the midst of your recovery, you gonna drop the music video to further make it look like all of this was a stunt. Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm not participating in that. I got ate up all weekend as a result of you running.
Exactly. Ruby D, Progressive, Dorothy Dandridge, Lena Horne, Classy, Class Act, actresses paved the way for y'all to be able to have a spot in the media. And this what we do with it. Do it make sense to you when you say it out loud? That they went through all of that for us to get on TV and be snatching off each other's wigs. Do it make sense when you say it out loud? For us to get on TV and air out our whole home lives and broadcast to the world that apparently Black people don't know how to have successful families because everybody cheat, everybody drama prone, everybody messy, because that's what Love and Hip Hop shows the world about us. I had hope when Married to Medicine came out. Messy. Had hope when they came out, and I don't even know if y'all remember the show that came out about the sorority sisters that got canceled. Not only did it get canceled, I think the girls who was in the show was kicked off the sorority. I had hope when they came out with the Bell Collective that they could show somehow us in a positive light. Somehow. Because we've had all these people pave the way for us to be able to have a spot. And this is what we doing with it. We so nasty to each other. We so toxic. We're so hateful. And we let it spew over the airwaves for everyone to see, for everyone to hear, for everybody to be a part of the dysfunction like it's okay. And the sad part is, it would be one thing if it was a Tubi movie that we was watching. But no, this is these people real lives. This is how they behave for real. Because they don't know how to separate the two.
To the internet to tell some shit that did not need to be told, and you finna pay me for my pain. Your team broke my phone down yesterday. What we got to do to put this to an end? It's really nothing to put to an end. Just tell her, let the people know I didn't do nothing to her and we good. Honestly and truthfully, after yesterday, I just knew a couple days was going to go by and child, we'd have been back going to dinner or slapping five or whatever the case may be. I never really was that upset about it. I was just like, damn, friend not going to clear this up. I just wanted it cleared up. Now all of a sudden the block, the unfollow, the bitch, what I did to you? Let's have that conversation. What I did to you? I'm the one whose reputation is getting ran through the mud. What did I do to you between yesterday and this morning that got you mad? What did I do to you that got you blocking me and unfollowing me and sending subliminal posts? And all of y'all on the internet, y'all can kiss my ass with this man arguing with a woman. It's a show is a piece of man, a half a man, a wannabe woman, a trans man, a sissy, a punk. I'm all of them things at the same damn time.
And let me address this. And I don't know if you're going to be cool or come out of a bag. I don't know how you're going to take it. Fine, whatever. But women got to stop putting themselves in places where men have to get into a confrontational situation with them. We got to stop this where we feel like because we're women, it is okay to do whatever we want to, say whatever we want to, treat men any kind of way. And because they are men, they should be mature enough to just walk away from your bullshit. At some point, how about you grow up to the point where you're not walking around antagonizing people and putting yourself in situations where men have to confront you? How about that? How about we go back to a time where ladies were ladies instead of ladies being hungry for money and ladies being hungry for attention to the point where we doing the most ignoramus stuff possible, but then want to sit back and play the victim. Now she the victim because Funky came out in the situation. Y'all, please. No, Isis, I don't think he's suing her. When he says you're going to pay me, my opinion is because he's a content creator and see, like I'm not monetized yet because I don't have 1,000 subscribers. So let me break this down. So if you want to be a content creator on YouTube, this is the way it works. The more subscribers you get, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to be monetized on YouTube. I have over 4,000 watch hours because in the last year and a half, I've posted over 300 videos. And I'm a one-woman show, so I'm proud of myself. Everything y'all see, I do by myself. But Funky, the amount of subscribers that he has puts him in a different echelon where he gets more viewers. Once you get into the YouTube partner program where you start getting ad revenue, what happens is you start getting paid per, 100,000 views. So if you have 100,000 views, 200,000 views, 300,000 views, you make more money in the algorithm with the YouTube partnership program. So my opinion is when Funky is saying, now you gonna pay me, I'm finna make money. He's saying I'm finna talk about it because what's gonna happen? Everybody, just like I did, when Funky posted, ran to his channel in order to see what he posted, which increased his views, which increased his ad revenue because he's monetized. I'm not monetized. I haven't made it over 1K. So even if, let's say this video gets 200,000 views on it, I'm not going to see any money from it because I'm not monetized yet. However, he will. So the more people watch, the more videos he posts on it, the more money he makes on it. And that's why a lot of people are saying they think it's all a play. It's all a play to make money and to become popping in the algorithm again. These celebrities are always doing something to go viral because they've realized the glitch in the system. If I'm a musician, my music ain't moving right now. All I got to do is jump on Twitch, become a streamer. Because I got a name, I'm naturally going to have followers that want to come over to hear what I got to say. So even without having music, I'm still making money because now I'm a streamer. So in my opinion, he's using this situation to make money. I don't think he's going to sue her because he wouldn't have no grounds to sue her. What are you going to sue her on? Now, that's just my opinion. I think it was all a play. I think from the beginning, Funky was in on the play. I think from the beginning, when we saw that video, when it looked like Funky didn't want to be wherever they was at, that wherever they were was a part of the play that Funky didn't want to be involved in. And whatever happened, I feel like Funky was cut out of the end and he was set up as the fall guy for this. So that somehow Tamar would end up the victim in all of this. So that when she dropped her movie, her music, or whatever she dropping, that she would have people rushing to see it because everybody wants to support the victim. Even though we create victims. Now that's just my opinion. Drop in the comments and let me know what y'all think this is. No problem, Isis, my love. Thank you for all your participation, girl. Oh my God, I'm so excited you are here. Let's continue.
See, you might could go play with all the rest of them and play up in their face, but you not finna play in mine. And I'm here to tell you, every single time somebody send me a post that remotely feel like you subliminally talking to me, I'm going to hop my ass on this YouTube and make another $5,000 off of a video off of your ass.
See? Now, see, I haven't watched this. I'm watching it for the first time with y'all. I just downloaded it, created the background for it, threw it up on the background, and I'm watching it fresh with y'all. But that's exactly what he's saying he's doing. I'm finna make money off of it. Every time you make a post, I'm gonna make a video. People gonna come over to see what I got to say. I'm gonna make money. That's why you see a lot of content creators on their channel who say, please support the video, please like, please share, please hit the heart button because it pushes it in the algorithm. The more it's pushed into the algorithm, the more YouTube puts it out to more people to view. The more it seems like the video that you're showing actually has value that everybody is going to want to see. That's why people thank people when they do the super chats and the super thanks and the cash apps and all of that, because YouTube's algorithm, which is AI, a machine, it sees it, pushes it, so the content creator makes money, makes more money. But I showed y'all yesterday the Africans done found the glitch. Because United States content creators, unless you up there, you're not going to see the amount of money that a lot of content creators that come from Africa see because of the exchange rate between the US dollar and the African naira. So what a lot of them do is a lot of them cover United States content because they know it's going to bring United States citizens to their channel, which is going to bring the ad revenue from the United States instead of from their country, because you're getting more traffic from the United States. So because that ad revenue is coming from the USD, by the time it translates to their money, $1 USD is 1,500 of the African naira. It's only $1 to us. But once they convert that one USD over to their money, they just came up $1,500 as content creators. It's crazy. It's a cutthroat game. And I'm seeing more and more with these celebrities how cutthroat it really is. It ain't about relationships. It's not about connections. It's not about finding positive ways to get ahead. Thank you so much, Isis. It's not about finding positive ways to get ahead. It's about perpetuating this toxicity to the world and normalizing it so that people think that we don't know how to function without being toxic or being drama queens, because that's what everybody's shown. Name a show that we have on now that exhibits us in a positive light. On a big level, I mean. Name a show that gets views, that gets talked about. Name a show that shows us in a positive light. So we keep trickling towards toxicity. So guess what? That's what they're going to continue to produce, because they're going to produce what the crowd want. What did he say in the movie Gladiator? Win the crowd, win your freedom. It's all a game of winning the crowd by any means necessary. If I got to knock my own teeth out to win the crowd, I'm not saying that's what was done. I'm just giving an example. If I got to knock my own teeth out to win the crowd, I'm going to do it, because winning the crowd brings a bag. Those likes, shares, and views bring bags. If no matter if you on YouTube, if you on TikTok, if you on Instagram, it brings a bag. These people can be bought. And I'm starting to ask, can everybody be bought these days? Does everybody have a price? Does no one have standards, ethics, values, morals, a moral compass, emotional EQ, coping skills, the ability to think outside toxicity and negativity? Is everything low vibrational? Are we turned on by low vibration? Do it make sense when you say it out loud?
You gonna pay me for my pain. You gonna pay me for my pain. And I mean that. Oh, I'm finna get my whole Miami trip paid for off your name. He clout chasing. I'm finna clout chase your ass straight to the damn bank, because you gonna learn today. In the words of Ray Charles, you got the right one, baby. You got the right damn one. You got, oh, sister, you don't met your mics. You don't met your mics, baby. So again, to you and to your team and to everyone else, I thought it was done when we came to our first agreement. I thought it was done. See, now we don't have a breach of contract. So again, here are the new rules of engagement. You don't say nothing, I won't say nothing. You don't post nothing, I won't post nothing. That goes for subliminal posts too, including but not limited to, oh, God elevating me to a new level and removing people out my life. Nope, we not taking none of them. We not accepting none of them. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got to go. We ain't accepting none of them. Nope, you talking to me. The only thing acceptable in your post is good night, album coming soon. Anything your ass posts that can remotely be interpreted as pointing at me or involving this situation, I'm going to get on this internet and make another $5,000 off your ass. So I'm on whatever you on. If you ready to help me finance my Range Rover, we can do that. Or if you would like peace, as you said you would, we can do that. But I'm going to back your ass the fuck up off me today. You're going to leave me the hell alone. And you're going to stop posting shit, talking to me. You got the right one, baby. The choice is yours, and the ball is now in your court. Do with it as you will. Choose wisely.
Y'all know what? They got such a this whole argument, y'all, has me all kind of stressed out. Let me tell y'all why I'm so stressed out by this argument. Because it's such an empty argument, because y'all saying so much and saying nothing at all. Nothing at all. He clearly holding back. And I told y'all before, I don't think necessarily that he's covering for Tamar. I think he's covering for someone else in the situation. Or he's covering for something. He knows more than he's letting on. I told y'all when we watched that initial video when he looked like a deer stuck in the headlights. I told y'all I'm not saying Funky did it. I'm not saying Funky knew what was done. But Funky knows something. And I'm still saying the same thing. Funky knows something. The simple fact that he was sitting up there scratching his head, couldn't sit still, wouldn't look in the camera. Sir, you letting us know everything without letting us know anything at all. He knows something. This was all a play, and I'm sick of it. This was trifling. Again, I say, the way we have all of these young ladies out here losing their lives at the hand of friends. The way you can barely turn on YouTube and not see a body cam of a police officer arresting a boyfriend for assaulting a girlfriend, unaliving a girlfriend. The way you can't turn on YouTube or social media and not see another story of a friend ending up in a messed up situation. Children, parents, everybody. Everybody just literally has murder on the mind. Just everybody want to fight. Like everybody on the verge of purging. And this is how you will want to play. Let me tell y'all something before we get out of here. We got about 15 minutes. I'm going to give y'all this story time. And I think I told it before. But we going to tell it again. Because I am really concerned about how y'all choose y'all friends and who y'all consider friends. I really am. I'm so concerned that I'm willing to tell my stuff so to help you pay attention to you. One of the things that I didn't know was that if you're going to travel, see, I had never traveled before. When I had children, I had my first daughter at 19. When I became a mother for real. When I say for real, everything was about my children. I had never had a birthday. Had a birthday party for me. Didn't know what it was to have somebody throw a birthday party for me. Now, I've done this for a whole lot of people. My 45th birthday, I said, you know what? I'm going to do a thing. I want to go to Vegas. Now, let me tell y'all, for those of you who have never been to Vegas or want to go to Vegas, let me show you something really quick. Let me show you something. This is just a quick tidbit. You see this game here, say Pop Slots? Find this game on your Apple Play Store. Find this game on your Android Google Play Store. Find this game. This game has real life Vegas coin points. And it's a free game. You ain't got to buy nothing if you don't want to. But the more you play it, the more of the gold Vegas VIP coins you build up. And as you build them up, you can use them for rooms. And I'm telling you, this ain't a paid advertisement. I'm just letting y'all know. You can get rooms, you can get food, you can get attractions, all of that from playing a free game. This is not one of those games that trick you and you got to pay money in order to... No, it's all free. All you do is act like you in a casino, and it's fun. Winning money like you at a real casino, and you're going to build up Vegas points that you can trade in for rewards. So this is how I was going to Vegas. So let me get to my story time. Let me switch my screen. Hold on. So I decided that I was going to do a thing for my 45th birthday because I had never celebrated my birthday. I said, you know what? I want to go out of town. So I got a group of god sisters. So these god sisters was like, yeah, we going to go celebrate your birthday. So I'm like, all right, cool. we were going to go to Atlanta because I've never been to Atlanta. So we like, okay, we going to get a timeshare. We're going to go to Atlanta. We all going to put in on it. So we looking for timeshares, how much money it costs. So we picked out one. It was decent. It was cheap. Because I'm one of them friends, even if I had money, I'm not going to get something over exuberant, even though it was my birthday and I could have did what I wanted to, because I'm mindful of the individuals that I'm with. And I'm not going to do anything to make them look or feel bad. See, friend. So we picked out the room and I'm asking them, when y'all going to have y'all money? Everybody got a different date. So I'm like, all right, I'm not booking this room until everybody has their money, because y'all not going to have me stuck paying for this doggone whole Airbnb by myself. So it kept prolonging. I think we had came to like maybe 2 months before the trip, and we still hadn't had, nobody put any money on the Airbnb. So I have another friend who said, are you sold on going to Atlanta? Because I have some free rooms in Vegas through a timeshare. I'm like, that's cool. Free is better than paying anyway. Plus, I've never been to Vegas. And this was going to be my second time on airplane. That's a whole nother story. But we decided we going to go to Vegas. So I let all the sisters know. Now, mind you, my room is free. So at this point, if y'all decide to pay for y'all room the same way we did through the timeshare, you can. Otherwise, if you decide to get another room, at this point, it's on you. I don't have to worry about being stuck if y'all back out. So 2 friends actually backed out at the last minute. That left me, a friend that lives in Vegas, another friend that lived where I lived at the time, and my other friend who lived in Georgia. So we planning plane tickets and everything. Through playing the game, I'm like, all right, I can book me an extra room for what the timeshare doesn't. So we like, no, we not gonna do this. This what we gonna do. Me and one friend, because she had already told me she didn't have any money. So she was like, friend, can I stay in your front room? Girl, fine. I got it for free. Why would I charge you? I just want y'all to be there. Let's go. Let's have a good time. So she was like, all right, I'll be in your room. We get there Wednesday, Thursday. No, Thursday, Friday. That's what it was. We'll be in your room. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Y'all, this was a little bit ago. We'll be in your room. My other friend was like, all right, my room is Friday through Sunday. So the only day that was left out was that Wednesday when we got there. She said, I'll cover the Wednesday. Cool. Everything planned out. Wednesday, she's covered the room. Thursday, we're in my room. Friday, we're still in my room. Saturday, we check out, go to my friend's room. Sunday, we go back home. Everything is all planned. So me and my one friend, we rode together to Chicago. We flew together to Vegas. Beautiful. When I say lights, oh my goodness, I've never seen anything like it. I'm happy. I'm excited. My first ever vacation. We finna turn up. We finna do the damn thing. Me and my sisters, my friends. So we get there. This is where my spidey sense start tingling the first time. See, I told y'all got to pay attention. So when we get there, get off the airplane, my one friend tells me, she said, well, I hope y'all have fun at the Caesars, because I'm going to Planet Hollywood. Now, in my mind, because I've never been to Vegas before, I'm thinking this is a casino. Because again, we made a plan. Wednesday, we're in the one friend room. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we in my room. Saturday and Sunday, we in our friend room. She like, no. I'm going to a hotel. So I'm looking at her like, this wasn't the plan. Okay, we finna have a problem, but I'm not finna think about it. Nothing finna mess up my birthday. So we get to the room. I let my friend know, look, she ain't coming. She done got her room at Planet Hollywood. She was like, think she getting ready to be on some bullshit. I said, I think she is too. She better not mess up my birthday trip. Next day, we check into my room. So things going fine. My friend who lived there gets off work. She like, let's hook up. Let's get together. This is where the problem comes in at. Because my friend happens to be one of these people who she doesn't like people that she doesn't readily know. So instead of just enjoying the company because it's not your birthday, she wants to start getting an attitude and acting ass. So we in the truck with my friend. Now, mind you, because she lives in Vegas, everything is discounted because now you don't have to pay tourist prices. Not only that, my friend has a vehicle, so we don't have to pay for cabs and Ubers and all of this, which is what we had to do the first night. She in the back of the car with an attitude, just straight, just nasty attitude, for real. Now, my friend did bring her husband. We're going to get to that in a minute. But she lives there. They live in Vegas together. We decided to go to the Madame Tussauds Museum. Now, mind you, this is a wax museum. We in there taking pictures with all the wax statues and everything, had a ball. My one friend, we looking for her. We can't find her nowhere at all. So we looking like, bro, what the hell going on? Again, in my mind, this is my birthday. We're in Vegas. I am away from kids. I am out of state. You ain't finna mess up my birthday. So we ended up leaving, going down to the basement. They have something called a hangover bar that was at the time made like the movie. So we down there drinking, and my friend husband come, and she like, what's going on with old girl? She talking about leaving. I said, leaving? First of all, we came here together. I rode with her from Milwaukee to Chicago. What do you mean? She talking about leaving. No, baby. The same way I got here is the same way I got back. So he was like, yeah, she was on the phone trying to change her plane trip. I said, see, y'all finna make me act up. And I don't want to act up because it's my birthday. So we ended up leaving out of there. We go back to her hotel room because now it's time for me to check into her room. Remember, Wednesday, my one friend got the room. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we in my room. Saturday, Sunday, we're supposed to be in her room. So when I take my stuff to her room, she got an attitude. So my friend's husband asked, can he get some water? I ain't washing no dishes. Just real nasty. So we looking like, by this time, I can feel hell starting at the bottom of my toes and like creeping up through my calves to my knees. Like I can feel it oozing up. Like this finna go real bad in like 2.2 seconds because she playing with my intelligence and you trying to insult me right now because how dare you act like a 12-year-old because of who you don't want to play with. So now I'm getting pissed because you playing with me and you trying to mess up my birthday. I tell them, you know what? I'm finna change clothes. I'm finna put on my swimsuit. I'm finna go get in the swimming pool. Cause see, I ain't like some of y'all. I swim like a fish. I swim for real. And I got locks, so I ain't worried about my hair getting wet. So I told him, I said, I'm finna go down to the pool. I said, because somebody is really playing with me. I said, and y'all gonna make me show y'all that I'm crazy for real. And y'all really don't want to push them buttons. You really don't. I'm gonna show you that I'm crazy as you trying to pretend. So to keep it from going there, I'm finna go to the pool and cool off. So I'm down there swimming. My other friend who had got the room Wednesday, she comes down and she said, well, her problem is this was supposed to be a girl's trip and she got her husband here. I said, first of all, it was never going to be a girl's trip. My guy was supposed to go. My god brother was supposed to go. And my other best friend, who was a guy, was supposed to go. Turned out they all had stuff going on with work. So my guy said, since the other guys weren't going, he said, babe, just go enjoy yourself. So it was never going to be an all-girls trip. Furthermore, it ain't your damn trip. So what difference do it make? What, you ain't paying for it? What difference do it make? So I told her, I said, don't piss me off. Please don't piss me off. She said, and then she turned around and said, and I really don't want nobody in my room. Wait a minute, what? Now hold on a second. Rewind. Control Alt Delete. The system has crashed and needs to be reset. Because what do you mean you don't want nobody in your room? Because I know we made a plan. I was there when we made a plan. Wednesday, we in M room. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we in my room. Friday, you check into your room. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you in your room. And the only time I needed to be in your room was Saturday to Sunday. Now you don't want nobody. So you trying to tell me I'm homeless in Vegas? Is what you trying to tell me right now? Now, mind you, I had money, so homeless wasn't that I didn't have nowhere to stay. But the simple fact that we had a plan, and now you talking about on the day that I'm supposed to be checking into your room, you telling me right now? Matter of fact, you didn't even tell me. You said it through somebody else that you really don't want to check. So I'm homeless in Vegas right now. I can't make this up. All I could do was laugh. So my friend and her husband looked at me and he was like, sis, you ain't even got to worry about that. He said, as long as you in a state where I'm at, you ain't never got to worry about being nowhere where you not wanted. He said, go pack your bags, get your stuff. He said, you gonna come stay at our house for the night. Don't even worry about it. He said, and we gonna wake up the next day and show you the time of your life. So we get back to the room and she asked me, she said, so are you still leaving with me tomorrow or did you change your flight? Change your flight? I said, no, I ain't changed nothing, but I heard that you trying to. I said, but that's not going to happen because I came here with you, so I'm going back with you. Everything is on point the same way it was. I said, but right now, what I'm about to do is I'm about to go with them because it was brought to my attention that you don't want anybody in your room and I don't want to make you uncomfortable in your space. This was your room. So I'm going to go with them and allow you to have your space. It was so bad that one of my other friends who had flew out, she changed her flight and left early because she was like, I'm finna whoop your friend ass. Because how dare you try to destroy somebody else's birthday? Y'all better watch. Hold on, y'all. Who y'all call friend. But see, I didn't know you couldn't travel with everybody. I didn't know that. I didn't know that there was, just because you call this individual your friend, this isn't somebody that you can go out of the state with and they gonna behave accordingly. Because y'all, it got back. We ain't talked since we got back from the vacation. I haven't, because you only have one. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me once, you won't fool me again. Now, I'll never give you the opportunity to get me in another state and have me look like I'm homeless. And like we didn't have a plan. Like we didn't have nowhere to stay. Please don't play with me. I'm not one of them. My old intro used to say hella hood with class for a reason. Don't play with her. Please don't play with her. Not in another state. Now, what if my friend and her husband wouldn't have been the type to say, you know what? Just get your stuff and come stay with me. That's how stuff go bad in them hotel rooms with them so-called friends. Once stuff go bad, there's no escape. You don't have no way out of it. So now you in fight or flight mode. What if they would have been them individuals who would have said, you know what? Nah, sis, we ain't got no room. I'm sorry she did that to you, but... And I knew her longer than them. I knew her for over 15 years. But never in a million did I think she would behave like that. And you supposed to be my friend. That's why y'all got to check y'all friends. I'm trying to tell y'all. We definitely do live and learn, Isis. We definitely live and learn. Because I said, listen, never again. I'm probably going to have to do a questionnaire next time I decide to go on a girls trip. Probably got to do a questionnaire because never. No. Never. And this was a friend group that I used to pay for everything for. We would go out to eat, just having a girls' night out, and go get crab legs. And when the check would come, I would tell everybody, don't worry about it, I got it. We would go out for drinks for their birthdays, and I would take care of it. We would have girls get-togethers at the house, and I would bring the food and the appetizers. Because I knew they all had something they were struggling with. I knew they all had financial things going on. So as a friend, if I'm in a place right now where I can bear the load, I'm not going to complain about bearing the load, because I'm assuming that if the tables were turned, y'all would do the same thing. Ooh, the naivety of us. To think just because we do, people gonna return it the same way that you put it out. This is why you gotta check your friends and the people you surrounded by, so that you know who you are surrounded by, what you are surrounded by, and what they are capable of. Because I'm pretty for sure, with whatever the play was, Funky probably didn't think Tamar was capable of this. When a person shows you who they are, believe them. He should have believed it when it happened to James. See, we give people chances without seeing if they changed. We just assume they've changed because they moved on. No, a lot of people have moved on. They haven't changed nothing. They ain't trying to change. They don't see a problem with it. Because they don't have anybody to hold them accountable and tell them, you tripping right now. You need to go somewhere and sit that ass down because you tripping. You tripping. You need to get it together. You doing too much. Ain't none of her family snatching her up and pulling her to the side and saying, you doing too much. You doing way too much right now. You need to get it together. Please go to a corner. Give me your phone. You on timeout. I need you to think better. I need you to operate better, because you can't be around me moving like that. You're not going to have me involuntarily involved in some mess on purpose by accident. No, you won't. Not at all. Not I. And if you do, we got a problem. Me and the internet don't have a problem. Me and you have a problem. Matter of fact, why would you even go to the internet with that, knowing it was going to fall back on me? Nah, you doing too much. You need to rethink your actions. And until you can rethink your actions and come back to me and explain to me what you was thinking, what was on your mental when you decided to throw me under the bus that you was driving, we ain't got nothing to say to each other. Y'all better learn who your friends are, who you can be connected to. And let me stop saying y'all. We gotta learn. Everybody ain't your friend. Y'all drop in the comments. Let me know what y'all have to say about this whole situation. What y'all think? Do y'all think some more stuff? Y'all know what? To be perfectly honest with y'all, what I really feel like here. Somebody said early on when Tamar first made that post, somebody came out and said they feel like this is Tamar's play to come back with a whole new face. Potentially, nothing was done to her. Allegedly, that she finna go under the knife again and come out with a whole new face. And that's really what the play is. That's really what Funky is trying to protect her from medically, quote unquote, according to what he said. Do y'all think that's what it is? Tamar finna come out with another face. And so this was the setup. It shows the level of immaturity, because even if that is the play, why do you got to go to those lengths? Hell, if you want to go get plastic surgery, get plastic surgery. You got to create drama for every event in your life. The only one, Isis. The only one is Miss Evelyn. Where is Miss Evelyn when you need her? They need another Iyanla fix my life moment. She definitely needs somebody to come in and fix her life. But this baby is just damn delusional. I don't know what do anything for clout, Progressive. Exactly. We are seeing... Boy, maybe that's gonna be our next story, our next live. Do anything for clout, because goodness gracious. But y'all listen. Thank you for joining me tonight for this champagne conversation, for a little bit of talk, for a little empowerment and uplifting and encouragement. You know, cork to cork. We got to pop the bottles and let the fizz flow. Let the secrets out of the bottle. Because I want y'all to be surrounded by people who going to uplift y'all and push y'all to y'all next dimension. Hold y'all up when y'all feel like y'all about to break. Not blast y'all when y'all in a place of vulnerability. That's what I want for y'all, for us. For us to be surrounded by a real team, a system of individuals whose only desire is the next level, whose only desire is to go higher and higher and higher, not on the backs of other people, not through toxicity, not through harming others, but by taking each other's hand and saying, come on, let's do this thing together. You may trip, you may fall, but baby, I got your hand. I'm going to lift you back up. I'm going to lift you back up. And if you fall and hurt yourself, I'm going to cover you while you falling. Love covers a multitude of fault, yet y'all love each other. Please. Y'all don't know what the word means. Some of y'all would know what love looked like if it slapped you in the face. But the Bible did say in the last days, people would start calling good evil and calling evil good. Because this is a different kind of evil. It's a different kind of sick, twisted, and demented. But drop in the comments and let me know what you think about it. Thank you for joining me in the Champagne City for another champagne conversation. Do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button for me. Consider joining the Champagne Gang and the FizzFam. Become a confidant yourself, and don't worry about it. If you're not sure just yet, we'll leave the light on for you. We're family over here. We're a community of positivity and empowerment, and we're trying to push and uplift each other to be our greatest selves possible. Do me a favor, if you enjoyed it and you want to sow a little seed, you want to support the channel, go ahead and hit the Cash App. It is not a requirement. It is a request. And if you would like to, it is there. If not, your view, your light, just being here and listening is enough for me. Thank you for visiting us in the Champagne City. And until next time, always, always remember, if it doesn't cause you to elevate, baby, it's causing you to depreciate. Now raise those glasses, clink, and let's drink till we meet again. Ta-ta.